So, what if you could literally rebuild your brain while you sleep? Tonight, we're going to dive into 5 specific foods that can help you do exactly that. And look, this isn't about some weird supplement or a miracle pill. It's all about giving your brain's own natural repair crew the right tools for the job. That's a pretty heavy thought, isn't it? But right now, as you're listening, tiny connections between your brain cells might be fraying. Microscopic junk could be piling up. You don't feel it today, but this is the silent process that leads to those frustrating, why did I walk into this room moments down the road. But here is the amazing part. Your brain is not helpless in all this. Not at all. Every single night, it switches on this incredible cleaning and rebuilding system. It's a real documented process that literally flushes out toxins and repairs the damage from the day. And that right there is the catch. This repair crew, they need raw materials. They need specific nutrients and building blocks to work with. If they don't have them, it's like they're showing up for their night shift with empty toolboxes. So, the big question is, are you giving them what they need? Let's find out. Okay, first, let's really get a handle on the problem. Those small, kind of scary moments, like forgetting a name you know, they're just the tip of the iceberg. Under the surface, microscopic damage has been building up for years. We're talking about those frayed connections and a buildup of toxic gunk between your neurons. So, let's talk about something amazing called the glymphatic system. It's a fairly recent discovery, and it's fascinating. Think of it as your brain's internal pressure washer. When you're in deep sleep, the spaces between your brain cells actually expand, and this allows fluid to rush through and flush out all the metabolic waste, including that nasty beta amyloid stuff linked to Alzheimer's. And this really highlights a key idea. Your brain doesn't just turn off at night. No, it switches modes. During the day, it's in what you could call performance mode. It's all about dealing with the outside world. But at night, it flips into maintenance mode. This is a super active period of deep cleaning, repairing, and locking in your memories. So how do we support that all-important maintenance crew? Simple. We give them a toolkit. We're about to break down 5 very specific foods. Each one provides the crucial raw materials your brain is just crying out for, especially as we get older. All right, our first tool in the kit is the rebuilder, wild salmon. Its whole job is to provide the fundamental building blocks to reconstruct the very fabric of your brain cells. So here's exactly what's in its repair kit. First, you get preformed DHA. That's the main structural fat in your brain, and it's essential for rebuilding cell membranes. Second, you get astaxanthin. This is a rare antioxidant that's special because it can cross the blood-brain barrier to act like a bodyguard right on site. And third, vitamin B12, which helps maintain the insulation around your brain's wiring. Next up, we have the sleep manager, tart cherries. Now, if salmon is the construction crew with the bricks and mortar, think of tart cherries as the site manager, who makes sure the crew has a long, quiet, and productive shift to actually get the work done. You see, tart cherries do 3 critical things. They give you a natural source of melatonin to help regulate those deep sleep cycles. They're also packed with these powerful things called anthocyanins that fight the brain inflammation that messes up the repair process. And get this, they even supply tryptophan, which gives your brain the raw material to make even more of its own melatonin. Pretty smart, right? Okay, our third food is the ultimate fuel source, the whole egg. And yes, you heard me, especially the yolk. That golden yolk contains one of the most important nutrients for memory and nighttime repair that almost nobody ever talks about. So, what's hiding in there? Well, for starters, choline. It's the direct building block for acetylcholine, which is the absolute key neurotransmitter for memory. Then you have lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect your brain tissue. And you've got vitamin D, which is critical for your hippocampus, the very part of your brain that's working hard to consolidate memories while you sleep. And hey, let's just clear the air on this one, right? For decades, we were all told to be terrified of the cholesterol in egg yolks. But the actual science today shows that for most of us, the cholesterol you eat has very little impact on the cholesterol in your blood. In fact, Your brain, which is made up of 25% of your body's cholesterol, absolutely needs it. It's a critical structural component. Now for our fourth tool, the quality controller, walnuts. This one is really cool because it goes a step further. It doesn't just provide new materials, it actually helps your brain cells clean up and renew their own equipment on a microscopic level. This gets us to a really neat process called mitophagy. Basically, compounds in walnuts help trigger this cellular quality control system. It finds old, worn-out mitochondria, the power plants of your cells, and recycles them. This gives your brain the clean, efficient energy it needs for all that repair work. Plus, walnuts give you those plant-based omega-3s and a huge dose of protective polyphenols. And finally, we have the infrastructure, a good old dark leafy green like spinach. Think of this food as the support system. It's the roads, the power grid, and the operating system that allows all the other repair work to happen smoothly and efficiently. Spinach really provides a complete support system. It's got natural folate, which fuels a process called methylation. That's kind of like the brain's master software for DNA repair. It's got nitrates, which increase blood flow, basically opening up the highways to deliver all the other nutrients we've talked about. And it's got magnesium, which is fantastic for both brain plasticity and promoting deep, restorative sleep. Now, here's the most important part. These foods weren't just picked at random. They were chosen because they work together as a complete, integrated system. Each one of them fills a specific role in the nightly repair process that the others don't cover. So let's see how it all comes together. Just picture your brain's repair operation as a big construction site. The wild salmon shows up with all the building materials. The tart cherries are the site manager, making sure the work shift is long and productive. The eggs provide the chemical fuel to run everything. The walnuts act as quality control, tuning up the machinery. And spinach builds out the infrastructure, making sure all the deliveries get where they need to go. See? It's a whole crew. Okay, so that was a lot of information. The big question is, how do you actually put this into practice? Let's just boil this all down into a super clear, actionable summary you can start using tonight. And here it is, your brain repair shopping list. This little table breaks it all down nice and easy. The food, its star nutrient, and its main job. You've got wild salmon to rebuild and protect, tart cherries to manage your deep sleep, whole eggs for that memory neurotransmitter, walnuts for cellular renewal, and spinach to improve the whole delivery system. It's the perfect little cheat sheet. So here's the bottom line. Your brain is not just passively getting older, it is an active, living thing that is fighting every single night to maintain and repair itself. But it cannot win that fight with an empty toolbox. So the only real question left is, what will you put on your plate to help it win that fight tonight?